Oh shoot, dude, these are just freaking noob errors, man. All right,
New
think
bears.
think both the mics are on.
I do see 2 green lights on the back of it. So, what's that little button do?
I have no idea.
Mute.
Okay,
Looks like an M.
hello.
Oh, we were alive that whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Hello.
Ciao.
We're back. We're just gonna talk about some more stuff today. I don't know if this can see us both very well.
Oh yeah, we're good.
So Memphis doesn't really know about all the hot topics, but I do. So I'm just gonna get into them and
He's gonna inform me while informing you.
yeah. So this live is titled "Slammedenuff." GAT. Don't confuse GAT, okay? That doesn't mean like that. No. The slang term for a gun. No, that does not mean that. It means Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Okay. So Slammedenuff is a stance car event.
Static.
And
Static.
static, yeah. Static suspension. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like
W.
you ain't got no suspension. That thing's like a rock,
Rock solid.
So basically, the cars that attend events like this are, well, it's in the name, they're slammed. The tires be looking like this. Negative camber central, like tucked in the fender, the tire, like you're wearing your tire out on like this much of the contact patch. I mean, like, yeah, your tire ain't touching the ground much.
Those guys buy bald tires.
You're scraping the ground. I mean, you just are. And well, I guess this year it got a little rowdy. It got pretty out of hand. And from the looks of it, people ruined the event, which is unfortunate. Considering the fact that between the government and the EPA and everything trying to outlaw ICE engines, internal combustion engines in general, which in the past years, under other presidents and different presidencies, they pushed a lot harder with like the Green New Deal and whatnot, with trying to get rid of engines and use electric vehicles, which, if you're unaware, are actually worse for the environment in most cases. It typically takes millions and millions and millions of dollars in equipment to mine it in other countries that aren't here to get the precious, minerals and whatnot that are used for, it's like cobalt and lithium and all that stuff. You're using like heavy equipment to dig giant holes in the ground, and that in and of itself is worse for the environment than a gas vehicle, because you're literally talking tons and tons of work just to get a battery. Not to mention, if the argument is with electric versus gas, that gas is or fossil fuels is depleting, then isn't the same thing just going to happen with the precious minerals, as they are called, to make batteries?
Yeah.
Is that not true?
Who's to say that we wouldn't run into the same problem?
Well, we're going
down the road,
Not to mention,
and you're already using the heavy machinery, which is already not electric, to build it.
Not to mention, diesel engines are claimed to be 10 times worse for the environment than by environmental specialists or whatever, because, if you delete a truck and blah, blah, blah. Okay, then explain this to me. Why does the military get to have vehicles
without the
emission stuff? Why do we have to have it? Explain that. Just think about that for a little bit and explain that. So basically, that just spiraled into a whole theory of gas versus electric, which electric cars are, cool and whatever. If I was going to do anything, if that had to be the case, I would get a hybrid over anything because hybrids are actually pretty crazy, like the Corvette E-Ray. Because I mean, basically, when you're talking like hybrids and performance aspect of things now, you basically have an all-wheel drive car. You have an electric motor or two powering two wheels, and then you have an engine powering the other wheels.
Right.
And when you're talking performance, I mean, when you're talking a Toyota Prius, like that's just not cool. But I mean, it is what it is. I said what I said. The only thing good about Priuses is the electric power steering you can swap into vehicles from them. That's about it. That's Toyota reliability right there. But so basically, Slammedenuff got super rowdy. And the reason that I got into that topic is because, well, the EPA and the government stuff is already trying to shut down a lot of these events. Drag strips are shutting down.
Yeah,
a local
dude.
racetrack around here, Sandusky Speedway in Ohio, is shutting down.
Just shut down.
Which is like a sprint car track.
Yep.
And like dirt, late model, modified stuff like that, which sucks. And a lot of it has to do with the government, kind of like really throwing their weight on these people.
They're making too many hoops to jump
Yeah,
through.
I mean they're making all sorts.
They're done.
Yeah, so what do you do? I mean, look, like the track that TX2K in Texas was at, like one of the biggest drag racing events ever, shut down.
Yep.
How does that make any sense? You know what I mean? It just doesn't. And whatever tracks like our local track here, some events they're super super busy, and some events they're not. I get it. It's hard to consistently make money. Racetracks are shut down, during the cold season in the states like we're in Ohio. Yeah. So, I get it. There's no money flow there, but typically owners of racetracks have some money. I mean, they just do.
Yeah, they don't have the raceway for no reason.
Yeah, like whether their family is who built it, like a lot of tracks are, or whatever the case is. If you own a racetrack, you either have money to own the racetrack and maintain it, or you have money from your family because it's a family like gift to you or something, like,
which I would almost argue is the case with our local raceway,
the Baders.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So I mean, it definitely I wouldn't say rakes in money, but they have definitely shown that they make money.
There's events like Night Under Fire.
Dude, they covered the whole freaking track in dirt and then redid the whole thing after that. Like, they definitely are making pretty, which I love to see for the raceway, because it continues to be there.
They have jet cars and jet semis that run at Night Under Fire, and they'll literally burn the sign down with the jet truck, and like it's literally something that people go there to see. So
yeah, which is awesome, because it literally like closes down 18. And that's
blowing a gaping hole in this giant like cardboard paper sign, or wood, whatever it is.
I think they switched after last year. They switched to metal I-beam so they could at least just keep the frame of the sign and then just put a new one up there.
But yeah, so I was still spiraling into other things that aren't of the topic that this live is supposed to be. But that's okay, because we're allowed to talk about it because this is our YouTube channel. So yeah, it's okay. So anyway, Slammedenuff. He hasn't seen much about it, but I've seen videos surfacing of riot teams out there, just probably hundreds of police cars lining the streets of Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge area. Giant groups of people in gas station parking lots and local businesses just trashing shit and just acting like complete buffoons, pretty much. I mean, that's all I really have to say. Well, let me just tell you, you're ruining the car community. It has nothing to do with the type of car that you're in. I mean, you know, what we're in the respect all builds era. You know, there's groups on Facebook about it, and you know, I think it's okay to make fun of cars like squatted trucks. If you own a squatted truck, like you're mentally ill. I'm sorry, but that's why Whistle and Diesel takes a like shredder and chops them into tiny pieces because uh, they're stupid. I mean,
Yeah, I don't
let's
think
just think about this real quick. If your truck is like this and you're pointed like this, how are you going to see anything while you're driving? I mean, like, you know, we could go on about this all day. If you think they're cool, that's great. Just unsubscribe. That's fine. Um, I mean, right?
I agree.
I mean,
I hate them.
You're just
I hate them. When we went to Myrtle Beach, dude, they were everywhere. It's
and
so
they got
annoying.
those stupid exhausts on them, and they're just
yeah,
boom, and they backfire and sound like
yeah.
dog crap.
A lot of them had like these huge CB antennas that were like bowed from like one truck, like start of the bed, back of the cab to the end of the bed, and they had tennis balls up for what? For what, dude?
Yeah, you just look like an idiot.
Yeah, I don't like it. And then they put these big old freaking
like I'm not gonna lie,
tire wall.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that your parents are related if you do that. Take that as you want it, but you know that's just my opinion. That's just stupid. Now the slammed car scene. I have no hate for slammed car people. I know people that have had slammed cars. There's a local YouTuber, Ruined Four Banger, that has like static suspension Hondas and stuff, and you know they're cool. You know, everybody's got their thing, and I think that everybody should be able to do their thing, even if you have a squatted truck. Unfortunately, I guess maybe I'd accept the fact that at least you're doing something for the car community, whether it's stupid or not.
I don't respect it.
Yeah, I really don't either. I'm just trying to have some sympathy, you know.
Nope.
No sympathy. No sympathy for Mempy.
I'm good.
So anyway, slammed cars. It's a branch of culture. It's cool, you know. I mean, if it's your thing, that's great. It's not mine. I think that for me personally, it's just kind of pointless to like scrape your car on every incline and have this much of your tire contacting the ground, which is going to wear them out really quickly.
Yeah. Well, also for us, it's kind of like not really. I wouldn't say it's not really an option, but it's not really like practical for where we live. You know what I mean? Because the roads aren't perfect, but they're not shit either. You know, it's just not really practical.
Dude, I got a stone, like a gravel road around the corner from my house.
Yeah.
Imagine driving one of them things on that road. You're just like dying going down the road. Your kidneys are gonna fall out of your freaking body, dude.
If you don't have kidney stones, now you do.
Yeah.
Because you just knocked them all loose.
Cha-ching! Cha-ching!
Yeah.
Kidney stones. So basically, now there's been lots of talk recently of the whole swing meet and what do they call those? Takeovers.
Takeover.
Yep. Yeah, I have words for that I'm not allowed to say publicly. Don't take that the wrong way. So basically, if you're doing that, you're the R word. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on YouTube.
I don't think so. You're just stupid.
I'm not afraid to say it because, like, sticks and stones. It's just one of those things. But
it's just why do it. It's just why.
So you're not only destroying public streets by roasting the tires off your Hellcats and your Camaros that are stolen.
They're not even making the Hellcats anymore, man.
Yeah, they don't even make them anymore. You know why?
Why are you doing that?
You know why they don't make them anymore?
Because people are doing that.
Because everybody's stealing them. Because of people like that, and because of all these events that get ruined by stupid people, that gives the government ammunition to go like this with the laws and just make them more strict. I mean, Honestly, that's just how it is. And when these big old V8s and stuff that can spin up the rear tires like crazy, that are making 800 horsepower like a Demon, or a 700 like a Hellcat, or a Demon 170 that makes 1,000. Like,
yep. And that's
notice people aren't doing that kind of stuff with Corvettes or Mustangs or anything. Well, Mustang guys do wreck a lot, but that's a different story. It's Camaros, which typically get stolen and parted out, the newer ones like the 6th gen, and Hellcats, whether it's Charger, Challenger, Demon, they get stolen. These people go wreck them, and then they just part them out and sell them. They'll sell Hellcat engines with the blower on them in Detroit for like $2,000. If you're that down bad for money, why don't you go work at McDonald's? You ever think about that? Like, you're stealing people's cars that they worked hard to buy, and then you're going and wrecking them and swinging them around in intersections, hitting people.
Yeah.
These idiots that stand in there filming or doing whatever they're doing, these people just whack them. Like, if you go on Instagram and you look something like that up, you'll probably watch people get straight up killed in those meets. If not, they're a vegetable. I'm sorry. Like, you're literally, you have like 140 miles an hour wheel speed in like 4th gear in a Hellcat, and you're just whipping around and smacking somebody across the pavement with it. I mean, dude, like, you're just an idiot, honestly.
Like, I don't really
what is the point of that, dude?
I don't get why people would want to do that.
There's literally events like Cletus and Cars, and like Ice Cream Cruise, and like all sorts of events where they have like burnout contests and stuff. Why don't you just be like a normal person? Or instead of doing it on a public street in the middle of a city at night, why don't you just do it on like a back road or something like that in an intersection at night?
Not saying we condone that. Right?
Yeah, we don't condone it.
We totally don't condone it.
At least there's going to be less traffic, and like, you don't have to do it with a giant group of people. And here's the thing. I'm not saying that all the people that do that stuff steal the cars that they're in. 9 times out of 10, though, they do. 9 out of 10 Hellcats in big cities that are doing this stupid stuff are stolen. That's why they do it, because it's not traced to their name. They don't care. Why would you care?
They're a prime target.
Yeah.
I mean, they're an insane car, which them doing that only makes companies like Dodge have problems, and then now they can't produce things like that because now the public are getting out of hand with them.
Yeah, now
they've already had plenty of.
They're talking about bringing back the Hemi, but they're talking about bringing back the Hemi now, but they're gonna claim that it's to do with like restrictions with like the EPA and stuff, and but Chevy can still make a V8 Corvette, and Lamborghini can still make a V12, and Ford can still make a V8 Mustang and V8 trucks and blah 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 blah. So why can Dodge not do it? Like, they didn't by choice just start. I feel like they didn't just by choice start using a turbo inline 6 in all of their vehicles, just getting rid of the Hemi. People love the Hemi, dude. Like, drag cars, like big time drag cars, use like screw blown alcohol Hemis, man. Yeah. Like, the hemispherical heads, they be working. They do. And so, like, what's the reason? People still bought them. Like, maybe if you change the fact that they're so easy to be stolen,
that would, that'd be a big.
People would buy them a little bit more.
That'd be a big step forward.
I mean, like, you could go buy $100,000 Ram TRX, and it makes 700 horsepower, or whatever. A Durango.
Dude, those trucks are insane. There's a Durango local. They
can still get stolen.
Yeah.
Why can they be stolen so easily? Like, it's so stupid. These people figure out, just like the Kia Boys thing.
Like, who even thinks of that stuff? Let's put a freaking Charger into an ignition. Why? Like,
I firsthand witnessed it. I worked at a Kia dealership.
He did.
And and even in our area, which isn't like an area you'd expect, we still got tons of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, all the time. Smashed out windows, the clamshell that goes around the steering column, smashed. Chargers stuck in the ignition. You just turn it, starts it right up. It's because they don't have an immobilizer. Now, why you would think to shove a phone charger in there, I don't know, because the port just works, and phone chargers are typically in cars, so they
got what's handy.
Somebody probably, the first person probably went to steal a Kia. They're like, I'm gonna steal this Kia, and then they're like smashing it because they're like, huh, I can just break into this car and it doesn't seem to like be happening with it, like the alarm's not going off or anything, and they're just like, screw it, shove the phone charger in there, and then boom, that's it. Now it's like a freaking state, or countrywide deal. I mean, they're fixed. I think the issue's fixed now because Kia, started doing updates and stuff for it. But
probably
in 2024 and like whatever, when it was happening and whatever, like that shouldn't be a thing that's happening still today. I could see you going and getting a Camaro like this and like hot wiring it or whatever.
That's over 20 years old.
Over 30 years old.
Over 30, yeah.
Actually, it's 40 years old.
85. Yeah.
It's 40 years old. So, it's just whatever. It's just one of those things.
I mean, a historical car.
But at the end of the day,
carbureted.
When you're talking these big car events like this, I mean, people really just don't think about the consequences of their actions. You're just ruining the car community for everybody else.
Don't be stupid, please, and then ruin it for everybody.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would have never
still have fun.
I would have never gone to Slammedenuff, but I do like spring rod run and fall rod run in Gatlinburg. But guess what? All the old dudes that bring all their cool ass hot rods to that aren't doing stupid shit like these people are. No. They aren't having riot squads coming because they're like just taking over areas, fist fighting, smashing people's cars up and stuff. Like, what is wrong with you? Actually, what is wrong with you? If you did that to my car, I'm sorry. I don't think that you would want to know what would happen to you.
If you have a problem, just don't go there.
Yeah.
Just remove yourself from the situation.
Yeah, just leave.
Literally,
it's really not that hard.
Or just avoid that. You know what I mean? It's not, oh, well, I don't want to be a wuss or whatever. It's not that. It's just be a sensible human being. And
here's another thing, too. In 2025, typically, if you're going to fight somebody, you're bringing fists to a gunfight. Let's be honest.
And it's just a lose-lose situation. Like, just
fighting somebody is never a good thing, especially when you're talking events like this where there's thousands of people around you that could literally just come up and just curb stomp you to death. I mean, these people, if they're crazy enough to destroy stuff and be fist fighting each other, they're crazy enough to savagely beat you, to a pulp. I mean, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's always just nonsense. It's always over nonsense. Just because someone doesn't like something, like, then just leave. It's just like on, Karen's commenting on videos or whatever, and like there's a little button that you can press that says, yeah, I'm not very interested in this person's content or whatever. Instead, they feel the need to keep commenting and whatever. Like, just how about just do that, and then you don't have to worry about it. Like, why make it more than it needs to be? Like, just don't. It doesn't matter. Get on with it. Like, I don't understand.
So, like, where is car culture in 2025? Well, that dude in blue is a YouTuber I watched for a long time. Does like car reviews, talks about car culture and stuff. He did a video on Slammedenuff, and I thought that his take was pretty good. He basically said that he was basically saying, I lost my train of thought. Dang it. You're gonna have to say something while I think about this. Shoot. Dude, you gotta say something.
I don't know what to say.
I don't know.
I don't know too much. I've already said.
Anyway,
I just think don't be stupid and ruin it for everybody. That's just what I got.
Just watch that dude in blue's video. He's got good points about, like, where is car culture is now, and it was, so there's like different sides of like car culture. There's like performance, and there's like stance, and like basically like the old guys that own Corvettes that are like that basically like a special edition that they'll never touch, that have 5,000 miles with car show trophies and stuff in front of them forever. That's cool. Honestly, I'd rather that than people savagely beating each other and stomping on people's windshields and having the police called, and like having to waste resources and tax dollars because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if you think about it that way, destroying businesses, having the cops, needed because you're acting like, savages and stuff, that's basically just wasting a bunch of money. Like, when every single cop in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg needs to show up with like the SWAT team and stuff to crowd control, yeah, I think something needs to change.
Yeah.
Big time.
Especially over what?
Nothing. It never needed nothing.
Oh, because they said something? Dude.
No, and it's not even that. It's just that they just decide to like thousands of people just gather in an area, and then people start talking shit to each other or whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
And they get in fights or
over
whatever.
What? Don't be stupid.
Literally, just
don't
nothing.
Be stupid.
It's like if you've ever been to a normal car show, where it's just a bunch of old guys and then there's younger guys. You always look at the difference. And I'm not saying I'm not one of these people. I've been to car shows before, and I'll like rev my engine and stuff because I'm a little hooligan.
Yeah, but that's different.
But the old guys and stuff, people need to take after them more. Just sit in your damn chair. If somebody wants to come up to you and talk to you about your car, about your trophies and whatever, and they're basically like, hey, your car's pretty lame, just be like, okay, why'd you feel the need to tell me that? Like, cool. That's all it has to be.
Yeah. Just be like, all right.
Sick.
Whatever.
I don't care. Oh, hey, Memphis, that's a giant scratch in your Camaro. That really makes it look like crap. Like, what would you say to that if somebody told you?
I'd be like, okay.
Whatever. Or if somebody's
I agree, it does look bad.
If somebody came up to me and I had my talent sitting there and they're like, dang, dude, like your clear coat is destroyed. That thing looks like trash. I'd be like, thanks. I'm aware.
I mean, everyone can see that. Good comprehension on that part.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you have eyeballs.
Yeah,
it's great.
I'm glad to see they work.
Ooh, that was silent. Yikes.
I'm working up a number 2, bud. These cups of coffee are.
Yeah, we never got more. She made more.
I'm on my second glass.
I'm not. What time is it?
32.
We're chilling.
Right. Well, I tell you what, buddy. I'm not gonna be chilling. I'm gonna be stressing.
All right. So, what else you want to talk about? Let's talk about this.
I was gonna say these guys probably already saw.
This guy's an idiot, dude.
I can't leave stuff alone. I can't leave.
Dude, we're about to have a Slammedenuff 2025. Stop taking your four-wheeler apart, dude. He's like, we get it running and everything yesterday. By the way, that live video yesterday that we did was after the four-wheeler video. Had the four-wheeler video posted the same day. Yeah. On God, as the Slammedenuff people would say. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I can't leave stuff alone. That's all it is.
So he was basically saying, which I would agree, that the four-wheeler was kind of, it seems like it's almost running a little bit rich. Well, it's probably running kind of crappy because the air fuel mixture, but come to find out, the LTZ 400, you can't adjust the air fuel mixture from the factory, which is likely, it was probably like the Harbor Freight Predator carburetors. I think you can drill them.
Yeah.
And it's usually like a warranty thing. They cover it up so they know that you've messed with it or not, or tuned it up.
It's literally just a plug over the air fuel mixture.
Yeah, like a little
drill it so you can put a screw in it to yank it out. That's literally it. So we didn't do that.
His needs messed with because it likes to like bog, and it's kind of like backfires and stuff. So their fuel mixture is a little bit off.
It's super close, but
But it keeps like choking itself out and stalling, and it definitely seems like it's running a little bit rich. Like when you hear like the super like quick and like very often like pops when you let off. Like big loud pops are typically like lean, if I'm not mistaken, in my experience. And when you have like all the little pop, 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 like that's typically like rich.
Yeah, that's under.
Because I mean, you're gonna have that on decel when you're ripping on a 4-wheeler at like 7,000, 8,000 RPM or whatever that thing probably revs more.
I would say more. Definitely, they're a high revving.
I mean, 450s and stuff all rev pretty high.
They all are pretty.
When you got those backfires and stuff, and the fact that it's just kind of like dying, it might just be like choking itself out a little bit on fuel. I'm sorry, that was a bad hand gesture.
That was an awful hand gesture.
Choking it out too. I said
you said too. Yeah.
Choking it out.
I'm sorry, but you're canceled. We're getting canceled.
Yeah, we're done. I said the R word. I actually did, and I said R word.
Take that whatever word you want.
R word could mean,
even though there's only one R word, really.
R word could mean right word.
Ripe. It definitely doesn't mean that, but it's something like that.
Race. Reverse.
There's a lot of R's. But anyways.
Yeah, so
we got to drill that thing out.
Basically, this guy just keeps taking his 4-wheeler apart. Like, I guarantee you, he's gonna drill this thing out, and then the next day he's gonna have to take it apart for another reason.
The next thing I'll do is put a different carburetor on it for sure, probably. You know,
I wouldn't.
For some reason, I'll think that I'll need a different carburetor.
Don't put a different carburetor on it. That's just
no.
Silly.
I won't.
It's
actually the radiator. It'll get tore apart again for the radiator.
That shouldn't be too bad though.
No.
Yeah,
because the
overflow nipple on the radiator. What? Cancel again. Overflow nipple on the radiator where it goes to the reservoir. It's broken.
Yep.
And once it starts getting hot, it starts peeing out of that thing and getting on the exhaust.
Losing my freaking nice coolant.
Like if you watch the video, like I think it was the last rips that he was doing, you could see white smoke, and that's not a torched head gasket. I promise. No, that is coolant flying backwards and burning on the exhaust.
Yeah,
which you can actually see it comes from like the front of the 4-wheeler, so like you can.
It's right there.